Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation and Kentuckians, this video is titled Prosecutorial Discretion, or let's just shorten it to Prosecutor Discretion. Now, a reason why I feel very compelled to do this is something all of you may not realize. The prosecutor, whether it's a state prosecutor or a federal prosecutor, a county attorney in Kentucky handles the prosecutions of traffic tickets, misdemeanors, and the initial stage of a felony. Commonwealth attorneys handle the big crimes, felonies. The United States attorney, who's appointed by the presidents, handles, at their discretion, handles all of the federal prosecutions. There is something that you may not realize, regardless what the police do, regardless of the state, including Kentucky, regardless what the FBI does or doesn't do. The prosecutor decides who gets prosecuted, whether it's a county attorney, Commonwealth attorney, or a United States attorney. It's called prosecutorial discretion. And what that means is, in our way of criminal justice, the prosecutor can decide whether he wants to prosecute somebody or not. Now, I'm not kidding you, folks. This leads to some very odd and weird things. One time I had an incredible case against a mortgage company, a national mortgage company, who was doing massive fraud with fake appraisals. I had inside information. When I contacted the FBI said they're too busy handling terrorism at the time, and they let it go. Who else has this discretion, this prosecutorial discretion? Law enforcement. A police officer pulls somebody over for a ticket. They don't have to give them a ticket. A police officer sees a crime. He can make that decision to charge him or not charge him. Prosecutor, charge him or not charge him. It is a unique part of our system. And there's only one way to guard against corruption. Elect honorable men and women, or have honorable men and women appointed. It leads to some of the most unfair justice you've ever seen. Exhibit A going on in this country right now is President Trump and anybody connected to him. There was law enforcement and prosecutorial discretion not to ever charge in the history of their corruption. Think about it. In the history of all the corruption, Bill and Hillary Clinton were never charged and prosecuted for a crime. The Bidens, the Obamas, Eric Holder, all of them. But look what happens to Trump and anybody connected to Trump. Now, it's truly unbelievable, and it leads to some awful injustice. The concept and the idea that they want to prosecute Trump for these documents criminally, when we have all the things that we know, it's just unfair as hell. Now, I don't think Trump will get charged. I think, and if they do charge him, they're going to woe the day. I am somebody who, I'll go ahead and say it right now. If they charge Trump, I'm shifting gears. I am. I will shift gears in the defense of Trump. And I think across this country, people are going to shift gears in the defense of Trump. It's one of those things where I don't commit crimes. I mean, and so I don't have to worry about anything. Although, let's face it, not being guilty of crimes doesn't mean that you don't get harassed or you get charged or something else. But the way to fight back is to fight back publicly. You got to call them out on it. You got to point out all the BS. So, folks, just always remember, they get to choose who they charge, who they prosecute, and it's not always fair. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.